offense was pretty efficient tonight, 25 assists on 33 baskets. I know you've been harping on turnovers and stagnant offense. Was this more the performance you were hoping for?
Yeah, we'd take that. We would take this. No, we've shot ourselves in the foot offensively with guys, at times trying to do it themselves, and with turnovers that, really they're never good, but really unfortunate times. And I thought our backcourt was sensational in their decision making. Obviously, Marcus's scoring and his pop in the second half was terrific, and again, his leadership and the way he was vocal was awesome. But I thought Andrew really set the tone for us from a passing standpoint. And for him to have a game where he gets a double-double, has 10 assists and 1 turnover, he's capable of that. And the game at time will call for him to do those things. And he did it tonight, and then it becomes contagious. Once the ball starts moving, it becomes contagious. And you see a result like having 25 assists on 33 made field goals.
Yeah, it seems like even with all Marcus's scoring, he wasn't forcing anything. It seemed to kind of come within the flow of the game. Is that the way you saw it too? And if so, how do you think he learned how to kind of portion his shot selection so efficiently?
Well, I thought he made great decisions. I think Marcus has had a great week. And it's not just his points per game. It's the way he's kind of taken ownership of the team. And again, when you're talking, when you lose yourself in competition in the game, your instincts and your talents have a better chance of coming out. And I think that's what we've seen over this week. And Marcus has made good decisions. I think he hasn't forced, he's let the offense come to him. And, he and Andrew are such a big part of what we do that offense is going to come to them. It just is. I mean, they don't necessarily have to hunt very hard for it. It's going to come to them, and they just got to make the right basketball play, which both of them did tonight, which was huge.
Yeah, it seems like on offense, especially in the first half, there was a little bit more off-ball stuff, like a few more cuts straight to the basket. Am I reading that right? Is that the right way to look at it? It seemed like it from my perspective.
Yeah, we wanted to get in the paint. We tried to make an effort to get it inside, and we were able to do that. And we wanted to get some more stuff off the ball with guys getting curls and cutting to the basket. So that was a positive thing. One of the things with our schedule, and it's just the way it is and the lack of depth, it's hard to practice for extended periods of time. And, with these short turnarounds, like tomorrow, our guys are going to be fried. We got Sam played 36 minutes, Andrew 33, Marcus 29. But we have to balance how much we're practicing and putting new stuff in with, not wanting to, over-practice them where they have no legs. Because we got 3 freshmen who are playing a lot of minutes, and we're relying on our old guys to step up big against good teams. So there's a very fine line that we're trying to figure out. I think we did a better job of it this game.
And Vermont, especially Stef Smith, really with a lot of open three-point looks, and Smith 6 for 6 on those. So what do you think caused them to get such good opportunities there?
Well, Smith had an unbelievable game. He had a career night. And, with all due respect to him, there wasn't an indication coming into tonight that he was a 6 for 6 shooter. You knew he was a good player, but this was a little bit of an anomaly. And you have to make some tough decisions because they can score inside. The kid Lamb's is really a good player. I thought our big guys did a great job on him. When the guards got switched off on him, they did a great job on him. But you got to bring help from somewhere. And the guys who were shooting in the 40s, we couldn't do them. So we made the adjustment, and hats off to the kid. He had a great game. I mean, we beat a hell of a basketball team. I'm not sure. I would hope that the people, our fans, our students, our fans understand what a good team Vermont is. I mean, I'm not sure they do completely. And that's too bad because they're not just an excellent team this year, a team that's capable of winning games in the NCAA tournament. They're an excellent program. Like, they have a winning culture. They have experienced guys who teach younger guys the way it's done there. I mean, they have a great program, and we beat a great program tonight. So even though they're not in a major conference. They're pretty darn good. All I know is they had 2 shots under 30 seconds to tie the game at Rupp Arena. And so we beat a hell of a basketball team tonight. It was a good win, a really good one.
And really Rousey's performance coming off, I mean, obviously 2 straight games coming off the bench. How much of a motivational tool do you think that was?
You'd have to ask him that. I mean, the fact of the matter is, we obviously with Marcus, Andrew, and Sam, those guys who have the most experience, and even though they've only played 1 year at Marquette, each of them, we need those guys to be good. And it doesn't mean they need to score 34, but their head and their hearts need to be in the right place. And I thought Andrews was tonight. And as a result, he was a huge factor in our win. And we need him to be that all the time, with a team of 10 underclassmen and 2 upperclassmen. Upperclassmen got to bring it. That's their responsibility.
Coach, knowing how good Vermont was, and you lose at Georgia this past weekend, you've got Wisconsin this upcoming weekend. How crucial was it to get back on track before the rivalry game on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, every game's crucial, and especially getting a win against an outstanding team. We bounced back from a loss, which was positive. We had a couple guys who didn't play as well against Georgia, who bounced back individually, which was positive. And, Wisconsin is a heck of a team. Greg's a hell of a coach. It's going to be a really tough place to play. And, we got a short turnaround to get ready for it. So it's going to be a very difficult game.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned how it's going to be a difficult game, especially in the post going up against one of the best players in the country, Ethan Happ. Is this the game Theo John needed for his confidence? He gets 3 field goals. It looked like he was utilizing his skill set more tonight than we've seen all season. Is this what he really needed to get going? Yeah,
I would hope tonight gave him confidence. And, he did a really nice job offensively. And, Happ is first-team All-American. He's an All-American. And we've played, an All-American big guy in Mateen, but we haven't played necessarily an All-American center. So, I mean, he presents a lot of problems. And, if you're starting your team with him, you got a pretty darn good team.
That's it. Thanks.